Well, y'all, thank you for coming. This is a great moment for us and for our state to once again honor our military personnel, our great military history. There's no state, there's no place that has a greater military history than South Carolina. And Mark Clark, the great general in World War II, four-star general, youngest in history, four-star general, later said, he was the president of Citadel later, and he said there's more patriotism per square inch in South Carolina than any other place on earth. And that patriotism translates into loyalty, into friendship, into good neighbors, into love, duty, honor, and respect. And we are here with this tree for the fallen, where each star represents a Gold Star family and a service member who fell during active duty. So it's a celebration. It's a thank you to those who went before, to those who will come next, because we know there will be more, and a testament to the strength and great traditions of the families and the military in South Carolina. It's a great part of our lives. It makes us stronger every day. We remember because we're stronger, and we're stronger because we remember.
Governor McMaster, General McCarty, distinguished guests, families of our fallen, survivor outreach services, thank you for including Honor and Remember in today's event. My name is Harold Murray. I'm Director of Honor and Remember of South Carolina. We're a state chapter of a nonprofit organization whose mission is to perpetually recognize the sacrifices of our fallen military service members and their families. We do this in a number of ways, one of which is the Honor and Remember flag, which happens to be South Carolina's official state symbol of remembrance for our fallen military service members. Another way we carry out our mission is through an event called South Carolina Run for the Fallen, which we held earlier this month, running from Charleston to right here at the State House, 3 days, 122 miles, calling out the names of over 360 of South Carolina's fallen military service members. But I tell you that to tell you this: none of what we do, none of that is about us. It's about who we're here for today. It's the men and women who've given our lives for our country. Those are the ones we're here to honor. So regardless of whether they made their sacrifice on the battlefield or made that sacrifice in the battle that came home with them, we honor their selfless sacrifice and remember them individually by name. So I want to thank you, Governor McMaster, General McCarty. Thank you for participating in events like this that honor our fallen service members, those who gave their lives for our nation. Thank you.
Governor, Mrs. McMaster, General, Mrs. McCarty, I'm honored to be here today to represent the Gold Star families. My name is Hampton Coffin from Lexington. Our son Thomas was killed in combat operations in Iraq back in June of 2004. And ever since then, we have been associated with the Survivor Outreach Services and a great group of people who help us remember and help us to get through our journey of grief. There's holes in our hearts that will never be filled, but there's opportunities that present themselves to carry on with what our loved ones would want us to do. There's a good saying that says, live like your loved one would want you to do, and for carry on with our lives and to honor their sacrifice. So I'm sure I speak on behalf of all family Gold Star families when I say that our greatest fears that our loved one's sacrifice will be forgotten. But through organizations like the Survivor Outreach Services, they continue to enable us to carry on the memory of our loved ones and to uplift them, those who made the ultimate sacrifice on our nation's altar of freedom. We appreciate all the military today, everyone who's serving today, and everyone who helps us in our journey of grief and to support us in our walk. Thank again for everyone who's made today possible, and we do appreciate everything that everyone does for us.
Governor and Mrs. McMaster, to our Gold Star mothers, our Gold Star families, to our other distinguished guests and visitors, Major General Van McCarty, the Adjutant General of the great state of South Carolina. But I'm more honored right now to be able to say that I represent all the men and women who wear the uniform of this great nation. And as we pause here today to recognize again the service and the sacrifice of the young men and women, not only from South Carolina, but out throughout this great nation, who answered the call of this nation and who paid the ultimate sacrifice. To all of our families, the holidays mean different things to us. It's a time to gather with family and friends and to rejoice in the holiday spirit and to rekindle that friendship. But to these families, there's a void at that Christmas table. There's a void at that Thanksgiving table, and it's a void in their heart. We rejoice, though, in this time of year, and we're thankful for the sacrifice that they made. And each of these Gold Star families, though, are proud of the sacrifice that their sons or daughters made. And as I talk with Gold Star mothers and Gold Star families, two things I'm constantly reminded of. First of all is that we cannot allow their sacrifice to be forgotten. We must continue to tell the story to this generation and to the generations that will follow, what it takes for this nation to be a free and prosperous nation. It does come with great sacrifice. And the other thing is that their loved ones, the sacrifice that they made, they were proud of what they did. And if they had to do it all over again, they would do the same thing because they were focused on the mission and they were focused on taking care of their brothers and sisters in uniform. They would do the same thing. So it's a fitting tribute here that we pause today with the tree, with the names of those individuals, and during the holiday season, for all of us to pause and remember those who have sacrificed so much for our freedoms. Thank you.
Thank you.